Hi, we are Rob and Ali, sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel. One thing we're more passionate about than cruise and travel and each other is saving money. We like saving money, and we're sure you like saving money as well. So here we've got...
It's not just about saving money though, is it? It's sort of making the most of your money and not sort of like spending money on things that you don't necessarily need to spend money on.
Yes,
So
you can still have all the bells, all the whistles, have a fantastic time without breaking the bank on your cruise. That's really what we're all about. Okay, so we think the cruise lines will probably hate us for this video, won't they? Giving away all these gems to you. But first up is the loyalty programs. Tell us about those.
Yeah, this is a big one actually, especially in Australia at the moment. So a lot of the cruise lines are doing special offers for loyalty program customers. Carnival of note, they're certainly from Brisbane, they've been doing a lot of special offers for people who have signed up for their VIFP, very important fun person program. So even if you've never been on a cruise before, get online, sign up, get yourself a VIFP number and check your email, because people have been getting some great deals coming through. As we've seen P&O,
phenomenal deals.
Oh yeah, we've seen P&O do it as well. At the moment, I think a lot of those are casino deals, but there's some good deals coming through. But if you're not part of the program, you're not going to get those deals.
I'm impressed that you were able to say VNFP or something twice and got all the letters in the right way.
I spent so much time on the phone to Carnival lately too. I know VIFP. In fact, one of the Carnival staff is actually a viewer. Sorry, I was speaking to Carnival the other day, and one of the Carnival staff that I was speaking to over in the US actually sort of said that they watched our channel. So if you are watching now, thanks for watching. Yeah.
So the other thing is, look out for those cruise holiday sales. You may see them pop up, I don't know, on YouTube or in your inbox. When you're kind of scrolling through things, you'll see these offers coming up. Now, quite often they are genuine, especially if they are from the cruise lines themselves. They are genuine offers.
We've had some great deals on P&O. P&O tend to have flash sales sort of every other week. So keep an eye out for the P&O flash sales, because there are some really good, they're on selected cruises quite often, but there are some really good deals to be had on the P&O flash sales. I'm not picking out any particular cruise line here, that's just one in particular. But keep an eye out for the sales.
Yep, they are genuine and worth looking at. And another thing to save money is about buying the drinks package. What would you recommend with buying the drinks package?
Well, look, it's everybody's individual choice as to whether they buy the drinks package or not. We've done a separate video on drinks packages. But what I would say about drinks packages is, if you are going to buy drinks packages, consider buying them before the cruise, so pre-cruise, because more than often than not, they are more expensive once you get on board.
Yes. Another thing to think about is, and this may sound strange to some of you, but consider sharing a room with maybe another couple, like somebody in your family, your parents or something like that. But put 4 of you in a room, it will lower the cost considerably. And think, you're not in that room very often. There is so much going on. Once you're up in the morning, get dressed, you're either out on a port day or you're out all day doing activities, and if you need to go back to the room to get changed and things, you're probably all off doing different things at different times, that you won't all be crammed in that room very often, apart from when you're sleeping. So give it a thought. That's a good saving.
Yeah, actually I'm going to throw one in here as well, because it's a deal that's on at the moment and it does come up, is look out for the Kids Go Free sales. Yeah.
That's another one. Just make sure that your own kids.
Yeah. You don't get any cheaper if you take other people's kids.
You should do.
They just go for it.
You should get a medal. Another tip is to make sure your mobile device is switched to flight mode.
We've done this.
My mother fell foul of this as well.
She only lost about $30, but we did it on one cruise, and I think the bill was, it wasn't horrendous. It was enough though. It was about $250 we had a bill when we came back. So
for nothing, nada. You get no benefit. Yeah, you get nothing out of it whatsoever. It's just ticking away in the background.
Switch it on airplane mode.
Get on that airplane mode.
I know.
As soon as you get on.
Yeah, look, I know there are other ways around it, switching off your mobile data roaming and one thing or other. But look, if you put it on airplane mode, that's it. You're guaranteed.
Safe.
You're safe.
You are safe. This one sounds like an obvious one, but we're going to throw it in there anyway, and that is just don't play the bingo and try and avoid the casino. It's just one of those things that if you haven't got the money really to lose,
Look,
don't go in there.
We play some money on the casino. We set aside, and we have. And the reason why we do it, and one of the main reasons why we do it, is to see if we can get some casino offers. And that's fine. We're not saying don't necessarily play, but what we're saying is, a casino, the odds are stacked in the favour of the house. They are. So, and it's very easy to get carried away. You know whether yourself you can put sort of a limit and work to it. So leave that one up to you. The bingo, bingo can work out quite expensive. But one thing I would say on the bingo, if you are going to play maybe 1 or 2 days of bingo, maybe leave it towards the end of the cruise. The prizes are higher at the end of the cruise than they are at the beginning.
Now, we had a friend who went to join the bingo, who isn't normally a regular bingo player. She saw that the top prize, I think it was $7,000. It said, this is the top prize for this bingo game this afternoon, $7,000. If that 7,000 didn't go within a certain number,
I think it's 48 numbers or something like that.
That have been called, the price dropped. They actually ended up giving away, I think it was $700 on that. And I thought
it was a lot more than that. It was, but it was considerably less than the 7,000.
it was considerably less. Anyway, I was really surprised. So, just saying that it's one to watch for. That if you think you're going to play for a big prize, it might not even be in the running.
Check it out. Yeah. Check out what the rules are. Yeah.
Another one, this is one we always do as well, is we take our own snacks. I mean, you may think there's enough food, but sometimes you just need those pretzels, or you just need those salty pistachio nuts, and you have a yearning for them, or some beautiful chocolate, and you then go and pay top dollar down in the little snack shop.
Yeah, and some more.
Yes. Yeah. So even if you just don't think you're going to get the urge for some of those little snackies, we always put them in just in case.
Actually, on the back of that one as well is different cruise lines will allow you to take different quantities of drinks on board as well, either non-alcoholic or alcoholic. Some will say no alcoholic. I think pretty much most of them will take you let you take on some non-alcoholic drinks. So these are things like soft drinks or waters or non-alcoholic beers. Those sort of things.
Big one for us is the non-alcoholic beer. I like a non-alcoholic beer in the day, keep it in the fridge, and I actually walk around with those cans so I don't have to bother queuing up at the bars and things, and they always will just give me a glass, so you can get one of the water glasses off the bar. Saves a heap.
Yeah, generally speaking though, check out the rules around that, because generally speaking they won't allow bottles. They're generally speaking will only allow cans, but also some cruise lines will also allow you to take a limited quantity of wine on. So check that out as well, because if you can take a bottle of wine on each, generally speaking there will be a corkage charge if you take it into the restaurants or bars. But if you like a glass of wine while you're getting ready in the evening,
certainly worth just taking it on board.
Take a couple of. Some will also allow you to buy wine at your port stops and take that back on as well. So replenish your own stock. So just check out if you want to take some on board. Check it out. Different cruise lines are different things, but save a little bit of money that way.
And also, while you're on board, look out for the future cruise offers. I'll have to leave this one to you, Rob, because this gets a bit technical for me.
Yeah, we're not talking about... Go to the future cruise desk or the next cruise desk, depending on the cruise line. But you can generally either book another cruise, which we stay away from because it's... was it buy at haste, repent at leisure?
Yes.
But generally speaking, you can buy future cruise credits. Now, what this is you put a deposit down, and it's generally a reasonably nominal amount, $100 a person, something like that. And what it does, it buys you a credit to be used within a certain period of time, so maybe 2 years or something like that. So what you can take that home, you can take it to your travel agent, you can browse through the offers, you can work out when you want to spend that. But the benefit of doing this is you will generally get additional onboard credit or additional benefits or bonuses by doing that. So future cruise, if you're going to cruise again, future cruise credit while you're on board gives you the flexibility, and in some cases as well, it also allows you to cancel that and just get your money back. We've actually done that. We'd forgotten we got one. We'd forgotten we got one with P&O, and it came to the end of the 2-year period, and we got a letter and money back into our account because we hadn't used it. So
I think we did get one where we got a great deal on the drinks package.
They do different deals. Check on board because different cruise lines have different deals for your future cruise credit. But definitely worth considering if you are thinking about going on another cruise when you're on board.
Now, what you may not think about doing as well is taking a first aid kit. You think you probably take that on camping and stuff like that? No, take one on board your cruise. But take the essentials, especially travel sickness tablets. So many people forget to take them, even if you think you are a seasoned sailor.
It's not just travel sickness. Any medications that you need when you're on board, even if it's just Band-Aids, you pay top dollar, or headache tablets, you will pay top dollar at the shop. If you need more personalised medications, it may involve a trip to the medical centre. Now we're talking about some money.
Yes.
Now we're talking about spending some money. So just make sure you've got all your basic medications, and make sure that if you've got any personalised medications, you've got enough. Just bear in mind. Take extra because you never know. If something happens and the cruise is delayed coming back, we've been on cruises that have been delayed back, and you're a couple of days short of medication. A trip to the medical centre will cost you money.
Yeah, it's a good one to remember. The other thing is the shops are fantastic on board the cruise ship to just while away some time, go and have a look at them, have a look at what's on offer.
Especially if they're offering duty free.
Oh yeah, and the jewellery and things. It's always nice to go and have a little nosy at that kind of thing. Don't impulse buy. Know if you're going to want something or if you're going to buy it, check out the prices beforehand of some of these big makes that are going to be on there. Otherwise, we would say, just do it for window shopping, just to while away an hour or so. Don't make it a shop.
And also know your prices.
Yes.
Just because they're on board and they're duty free does not necessarily mean that they are cheaper than what you can buy them on land. So know your prices.
Word of caution. Now we do buy the teddies. We've been perfectly happy with the little teddies and things because you can't buy them from anywhere else. There's no price comparison. They were a good buy. I did buy one of the posh lanyards with all the beads and pearls and things and spent quite a lot on that. Felt a bit on the very last day as we were disembarking. The shop was closed, couldn't take it back. They are franchised, these shops. They are franchised to that ship that they are on. So you can't even take them back to the same named shop anywhere else. So I'm going to have to wait for that cruise to come back to jump on it, maybe in a year or two, to be able to take this damn thing back. So that's just a word of caution. Okay, and also on the duty free on board, we're saying make sure you check your prices and that beforehand before you go and commit to buying anything on board.
Yeah, check if you're, especially if you're going to places like Port Vila where it's a lot cheaper to buy it or from some of the shops. Just know your prices is what I'd say.
Yeah. One of the main things that we all enjoy on our cruises is the food. There is plenty of it, delicious food. One of the things that we'd say about saving money on your cruise holiday is don't bother upscaling your meal in the main dining room. So quite often they'll have something like the fresh fish or lobster or a steak, which sounds lovely, but really the food's really good, we found on most of these cruise ships, and it's about, especially if you can select, do a good selection of what you're going to have with a nice starter and an in-between.
It's not just the food though, is it? We were on a cruise recently with your dad, and the waiter came round offering a drink, a shot of this. And he was,
would you like to try this shot, sir?
And he did. $15 later.
And he just went down in one, and then he went, that's not bad. And he went, there's a sign here. And actually, I mean, we've all travelled for years, and you would think that you wouldn't have been caught out. And actually, we watched him, and we were all caught out because it was on the cruise, and it looked like it was, it was just come straight after which roll would you like, sir? anyway, so look.
But the other thing there is that obviously you pay extra for some of these things, and that's fine. But maybe you could go to one of the specialty restaurants and have a very special meal for not too much price.
I think yes,
yeah,
I think
check that one out
that's
too.
the thing. So you get a completely different experience.
Yeah.
Also, watch out for the specialty coffees afterwards. It'll have at the bottom cappuccino, espresso, that kind of thing. They do tend to be charged, so just watch out for that. That could add a little bit of a shock to the end of your bill at the end of the cruise. So, and then the other trick is to make the most of all the free refreshments that are on board.
Yep.
Pretty much every cruise we have been on will offer, especially in the, so it's for breakfast, and then in the buffet dining areas, we'll always have tea, coffee, hot chocolate, milks, different milks, and then they'll have some sort of a lemon squash,
Sometimes.
an iced tea.
There's generally
some sort of a squash.
Yeah.
Look, these are fine for the day. These are fine just to get you through the day. Those sort of drinks will add up, especially if you've got kids or you're a family. They will really start to add on that bill throughout the day. You know, and rather than a can of Coke, maybe just have the lemon squash. Or the
Unless you've got a drinks package, in which case, go for your life.
Fill your boots, yes. How to save money. Have everything non-stop on tap. Okay. Now we've got a super duper bonus tip, haven't we?
Have we? We've got a super duper bonus tip.
A super duper bonus tip.
What's your super duper
so
bonus
these
tip?
have only just come out into, well, really popularity. These are what you will have seen. Please check with your cruise line before you take on this tip and see whether you're allowed to take them on.
No, we can't see any reason why not, because they don't fall foul of any of the restricted items, but best to check anyway.
But what is this exciting item you are all screaming at us? It is the little one size blenders that are recharged by a USB stick. Rob will just put a little picture in if you can show them. But you've seen them, and they can crush ice, they can crush all kinds of manner of vegetables and fruits. What a way to start your breakfast is by, rather than spending out on maybe getting one of these fancy smoothies, put your own fruit in, some milk or some water or juice, whatever you fancy, blitz it up yourself.
Well, it's not your own fruit. You get it from the...
Oh, I know, but it's just a gift. Yeah. How fantastic is that? You'd have that for breakfast or for lunch. And then another one, which I haven't tried, but I thought of after I'd left the cruise ship, was they always do hot chocolate. Everywhere does hot chocolate. So make your hot chocolate in the evening, put it in the fridge, or just put it in the fridge for the next day or whatever to cool down. Then you can go and get your ice and even the free ice cream that most of them have.
With some...
And you've got your very own chocolate smoothie or chocolate milkshake. Oh, what a treat. So.
Yeah, and actually the girls have got one of these. It's a little battery whisker. Some milk, some drinking chocolate. Yeah. There you go.
All frothed up.
Chilled chocolate. Beautiful. Alrighty, so there we go.
Yeah. So hope you enjoyed that.
Yes.
And
if you did, hit the like.
Saving money. Should have done this in the beginning. What's the other one? That's the new one.
That's giving it away, isn't it?
Well, it's just having loads of money, and you'll have loads of money if you stick to these tips that we've given you. Give you lots more money for your next cruise. That's what it's all about.
That's true. If you've liked this video, hit like, please hit the subscribe button, and if you want to see more of our videos, of course, hit the notification button. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. Happy cruising, and bye for now.
Take care. Bye now.